These times I'm just gonna fuck this up royally.
Hey, we're at what? 30 episodes in, you haven't?
We'll have. Okay, I'm Lee from the Oshkosh Beer Blog.
I'm Adam from Frank Carlson Wines.
And we have a Belgian style beer here this morning.
Cheers, Lee.
Made in Oshkosh.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. So this is Fox River Brewing Company's Abbey Normal.
Okay.
They're Belgian style. Well, it's based on the sort of
strong
Trappist,
dark ale.
Yeah. Brown beer, Belgian style. Yeah, and this actually isn't on tap at Fox River yet.
It's not.
No.
Well,
it
come here for a preview.
Yeah, it will be soon, but you have it on tap here at Gardenia's.
We're behind
right
the bar at Gardenia's Wine Bar and Cafe right now.
Yeah. So, you just put this on last weekend?
Yeah. Yep. And end of last week.
Yeah.
Good response so far.
All right, we were talking about this before we started.
Yeah.
I've had this beer numerous times before.
Yep.
And I haven't had it yet this year.
Okay.
I'm noticing something different right off the bat.
The aroma.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like really yeast driven now. I get like a banana,
fruit,
like an estery kind of banana. And I didn't really pick that up out of this beer before.
You know, I don't have anything to compare it to because I have not had it prior to this year's vintage, but it's a nice beer.
Yeah, I mean, the aroma is fantastic. Which is, so, you know, when Belgian brewers brew this sort of beer, it's usually a pretty simple recipe, like Pilsner malt, some dark candy sugar, and maybe some Munich or something like that.
Yeah.
Kevin at Fox River Brewing Company has 10 different malts in this beer.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and typically what I've got off of it was more of a malt sort of aroma. This is a much more yeast-driven aroma that I've noticed.
No, and actually, when Kevin and I and our head chef Dane Campbell sat down at the end of last week to taste through the beers for our upcoming event, he had a bottled version of this, and we also tasted side by side with the draft version, and wow, I mean, big differences.
Yeah.
Both were delicious, but the draft version really showed a lot more complexity than the bottle.
Yeah, this is really something.
And the aroma in particular, Kevin touched on.
I've never. I mean, I've had this beer numerous times. It's one of my wife's favorite beers. They don't have it on all the time, but it comes and goes.
Yeah.
And I've never really picked up that kind of yeasty, banana-esque.
No, I mean, that's a fairly classic nose, I would say.
Yeah, that's excellent. So if you're a home brewer scoring at home, this is a beer that starts at 1065 original gravity, finishes at 1008 for a beer that's just over 7% ABV.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's got a pretty well-attenuated beer.
Yeah.
I'm not getting so much of the fruit esters.
A little bit. I mean, not nearly as forward as it would be in a Belgian example, I don't think, and that could be by design as well.
Well, and maybe it's just I got so much of that banana in the beginning, and now I am getting a bit now that it settles on me.
It's a bit drier than a Belgian example, I think.
Well, they usually are pretty well attenuated beers.
Yeah.
I mean, they usually finish pretty good, and I'm getting like a raisin or a plum maybe sort of thing out of it.
And it's funny that you mentioned that he uses a variety of malts, because when I tasted this, initially I thought of kind of, for whatever reason, rye malt stuck out to me.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if he uses a touch of that or not, but I get that kind of that earthiness, a little bit of peppery note.
I know what you mean about that earthy thing, and I wonder if that's, I know they use Northern Brewer, a hop called Northern Brewer towards the end of the boil. Maybe that could be coming from that, 'cause that sort of has that earthy kind of thing to it. I mean, what I like about this style of beer is it finishes dry, but it still has a bit of sweetness to it.
It doesn't have the sticky. I don't want to disagree with you at all, but I don't think it has the sticky sweetness of a Belgian double, like the West Malt double.
Oh yeah.
And I don't.
And that's pretty much the classic example. That's actually where this style came from Westmalt, that brewery, when they started brewing these after World War I. They also use honey in this beer at Fox River.
Oh, really?
Which I think they're probably doing that just to drive down that final gravity and attenuate a little bit more.
Yeah.
I don't pick up on that honey.
No, I don't.
I'm pretty sure that all ferments out of it.
Yeah, maybe texture, mouthfeel, or something that comes across, but
man, that aroma just really jumps out at me. It's the first time I've gotten that out of this beer. It's really nice.
Yeah, and I think, I don't know. I mean, I swear, maybe it's because we poured a couple through the taps on, but this is a different beer than when I first pulled it off the handle. Yeah, I mean it's definitely more fragrant, and it has more kind of fruity esters on the palate, and that kind of phenolic, flavor and a spiciness as well. So
I gotta watch myself here. I'm kind of
yeah, wow, like come on.
Go on. I'm liking
Gonna
it.
edit this video after this.
Yeah, we'll see. That's a slapdash affair, I'll tell you. But I don't know. I like it quite a bit. Really nice beer.
Okay, so this next Tuesday, January 19th, we will be tapping a cask of this beer, a full firkin, conditioned on brandy-soaked oak chips. So Kevin seemed to think he said it wasn't conditioned for a super long time on the oak chips, but he said that should add mouthfeel, a bit of booziness, another layer of complexity.
You know, what's kind of cool about that is, in 2012, they won the World Beer Cup Award with this beer.
Really?
They won a silver in the World Beer Cup Award for this beer, but that was aged in a Corbel brandy barrel. So he's kind of
going back to the well.
By the time that beer won the award, it had already been finished in Oshkosh.
Be here next Tuesday for a award-winning beer.
So nobody really got a chance to drink it with that kind of thing preceding it.
Well, speaking of barrel aging, as part of the event next Tuesday, one of the beers we'll be featuring is a brand new port wine barrel aged Belgian style quadruple that Kevin's brewed using Trout Springs Winery port casks from somewhere south of Green Bay, east of Abbey.
They're right around there. Yeah. And I remember when he got that barrel, he said when he brought it back, that thing was still wet.
It was still dripping with port.
Oh, that'll be cool.
We had a chance to try that. That one is not to be missed. That is a huge beer.
The other one, another beer you're going to have there is that One Size Fits All IPA. That beer, that's blowing me away, man.
Me too.
Big IPA, just really well done.
No, I think it's fantastic. It hits all the notes for you hopheads out there. I mean, tons of late hopping, big citrus. I think he said it was Citra,
Simcoe was the finishing off hops. Yeah,
just what all IPA drinkers are looking for is that beer. So,
and then there's a fourth beer,
Wildflower Wit. Yeah, which was delicious, Belgian style wit, but again, not over the top in the really kind of clove, banana characteristics, but just really nice. Very easy drinking.
So the cask, you tap at 6 o'clock?
Yep, 6 o'clock Tuesday. We'll be tapping the cask.
That's the 20, what date is that?
19th.
19th, okay.
Yeah, 19th, 6 o'clock, and then we'll of course be doing our 4-course chef's tasting menu to coincide with the 3 beers on tap and the cask tapping. So that's always great. It'll be $32 and eat a lot of food, a lot of great beer. And Kevin Bowen, I'm sure a contingent of Fox River Brewing Company employees will be down here to answer questions.
On the YouTube version, if you go to YouTube in the show notes, I'll put a link to the tasting menu if you want to do that. Then you can see what's in there.
We set up an event on the Gardenias Facebook which details the menu, et cetera, et cetera. So
I'm looking forward to that.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
I'm interested to see what that's going to be like having that with the brandy soaked chips.
And obviously, cask conditioned beer is always just it's a different ball game from forced carbonate off the off the tap.
Yeah.
So
that's fun.
Yeah.
All right, Adam. Sounds good.
Great.
Pros.
Hey, cheers.